I'll tell you what, guys. How we all doing? Welcome to today's video. My name is Shaka Zora, and this was kind of unexpected. I actually was not expecting something like this to happen. Something this to come into the game. I know this is a lot of things that Dead by Daylight has a lot of things for quality of life, for things that can make the game way healthier. And good lord, behavior literally just said we are going to put a pause on the game to ensure that we make the game as good of a product as I can possibly make it. And so, what's the quote that I have written down? We have decided to delay several of our upcoming releases, including chapters, rifts, event modifiers, and collections. That means there will not be a PTB tomorrow. So this Tuesday, hopefully this video will go out today, this being Monday beforehand. But rest assured that we did not make this decision lightly. That is incredibly important. So I got nothing that script-wise or anything like that. I just want to speak from the heart here. Finally. I mean, there's a lot of things that are going on with this game, from health issue, from like how healthy is the game right now, to strategies that could go off the walls, people that do everything in their powers to try to get 4K, which the Hardcore Killer Challenge is going to be coming up here soon, so be prepared for that. But just reading some of these, and as soon as April, by the way. So we're talking the FNAF chapter that's going to be coming in here soon. So we're talking the FNAF chapter, Five Nights at Freddy's, going to be coming in, and all these changes are going to be happening while this chapter is popping off. So let's start with a couple. I'm just going to go through this list, and I'm going to start reading through some of the changes as to why they are making some of these going forward. So, anti-slugging / a surrender option. Wow. Okay. That's fantastic. I like that. Anti-slugging has been something I've been trying to work on for a while. A surrender option was something that they talked about or hinted like, hey, this could actually be, you know, something that we could be looking into. I've heard a lot of people on Twitter, they've been talking about it a lot. People also do the Go Nest prevention, which we're going to talk about here shortly. Gamma settings, don't know what that means. I'll be transparent with you. So we'll have more details coming that coming in. The Go Next prevention, I mean, that has been a big thing for quite some time where, you know what, I just want to leave after first hook. I'm just going to, commit die and attempt to escape off a hook because I want to go next and I really don't want to face said killer, or I got first hooked and now I want to not play this game anymore. That is huge. I'm not too sure exactly what's going to be going on with the go next penalty, but that's exciting. Hiding and body blocking prevention. Okay, that's interesting because I'm assuming the hiding is not doing much, and then like the crows and all that, or repeatedly doing like actions like picking up and dropping an item to say like, oh, I'm playing the game. That could also be a thing. Body blocking, I mean, well, hold on. Body blocking, it can be good, but if it's used as a like trolling scenario, like, hey, I'm going to body block so the killer can down you and then you end up dying because I body blocked and I escape, lol, get fucked. Hopefully that's not the case, but that might be something they're looking into. Spawn rules and map offering balancing. Map offering wait, I just okay alright, hold on. Map offerings getting balanced. Finally, that's good because people don't have to freaking launch sack wards every single chance. They can actually go like, you know what? I might actually play a Bloody Party Streamer or a Survivor Pudding. Or I might play, you know, an Escape Cake or a Blood Point Offering or whatnot. Improved AFK bots. Cool. I want to know what they're going to do to fix them. Quality of life. Bulk blood point spending. Yes! Holy God. Oh, thank God. I've been talking about this on stream for so long. In fact, I want to say the last time I streamed, which was this past Thursday, I was talking about how blood point spending is incredibly slow, and maybe they can improve it by just saying, hey, if you got 1,000,000 blood points, just put it in and you can get a prestige level, and whatever comes with it, you get it. Like, that would be fantastic. I want to know what they're going to be doing with the bulk blood point spending. That's exciting. New quest system. Cool. Are they like improving like, you know, like the archives? Is that what's going on there? More perk presets, okay. And then preview your perks in the lobby. This came from this came from DVD Mobile. So that is going to be fun. And then phase 2, obviously July through December. We're not going to see this until the second half of the year. Anti-slugging and continued improvements, anti-tunneling, anti-camping, MMR update, map and key item balancing. Wait, so map balancing and then key item? So they're actually going to be doing changes with the key? Okay, finally, because like the broken key is pretty much redundant. I mean, unless you add add-ons to it. Like, because if you get a broken key just in-game, like if you have like, if you open a chest and you get a broken key, it's useless. You can't do anything with it. It doesn't even have charges unless you have like Ace in the Hole or plunders or anything that pretty much gives you items or add-ons with the item that you get. Or if you bring a broken key with like prayer beads and then like, I don't know, a blood ember so you can do like a, you know, a walls build or whatnot. You get what I'm trying to say. I'm interested in wanting to know on that. Keyboard and mouse on consoles. That's I'm trying to think of like what would actually like I know that there's a game, Warzone. That's it. So like Warzone ended up doing something similar to this where like anybody that has like a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox or any console was at a disadvantage because they're on a controller. They can only do so much. Mouse and keyboard in a sense is superior because you have a lot more faster reaction, and 10 to 1 odds is that you're gonna pretty much beat anybody that is playing on a controller when it comes to a 1v1 situation, same guns and everything. Custom games improvements, cool. Accessibility improvements, prestige rewards, okay. And then reduced login steps, neat. And more, including bug fixes for long-standing issues. Okay, so now we're gonna browse over here to the quality of life page. This is something that you can find on the Dead by Daylight Twitter page, sent by Mandy, the administrator dev, community dev, as of February 17th. That is today. Huge updates coming in. Dead by Daylight will be undergoing a substantial quality of life initiatives, which should address many long-standing concerns and frustrations our players have been experiencing. The initiative will take place over the course of 2 steps. The first runs from April to June, while the second runs from July to December. For the full look at what's scheduled, check out the roadmap below, which we just did. So let's just start digging into this one by one. There is a lot. There is a ton. So the surrender state. The team has been working on a surrender feature, which should limit player frustration on both sides. To get it right, we first needed to identify the situations where its use would be most appropriate, leading to 2 scenarios. All remaining survivors have been slugged, survivor, and all remaining survivors are bots. All right. Once these incidents occur, players will be able to use the surrender option, ending the trial while retaining the blood points they've earned and escaping the disconnect penalty. That's not bad. I mean, that's not bad. It's just, what is the rare occasion that all the survivors become bots? That's the only kicker. All survivors getting slugged, though, the only thing that would be prevented that is people that have Unbreakable, which at that point are like pick-me-up builds, for example. That's another thing. That might need a little bit more tweaks to it. But I can't think of like anything that would be, but it's not practical for all the survivors of DC. Unless it's like a majority of survivors, like 2 people DC, and then, you know, you have a majority vote like, hey, you know, do you want to surrender, call it good, awesome. Or if like 1 survivor DCs, something like that, I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So, all right, gamma adjustments. So Dead by Daylight can get a little dark, not just thematically, and sometimes excessive darkness can hinder playability. We're introducing the ability to adjust gamma settings on all platforms, allowing you to find a sweet spot without sacrificing the intended artistic direction. Okay, so a brightness feature. That's pretty much what it is. I'm cool with that. Because I know that a lot of people use the like GeForce and Nvidia. They use those settings to kind of either brighten it. I know a lot of comp players do that too, to kind of like brighten up scratch marks, or, you know, just to kind of improve what the look of the game already has. So maybe a brightness feature, or like adjusting like the game sliders, like the color sliders, that maybe that could help. But, you know, I'm all for it. Why not? Let's see where that goes. So the Go Next prevention. The expression refers to instances where a survivor deliberately does everything in their power to quickly go to the next game, including walking up to a killer, then standing still, running to a hook and repeatedly pointing at it, etc., etc. To disincentivize, there you go, English, and properly penalize the behavior, we will be implementing measures that will help us identify when a player is attempting to go next. Once identified, they'll receive a disconnection penalty point and lose an entire grade. What is that? What? We'll be keeping a close eye on this system and ensure its accuracy, but we're confident that this will help alleviate the issue. On the other hand, we'd like to reward players who stick it out through those challenging matches, even when things are a dire turn, or take a dire turn. We'll be moving forward with a new emblem-based multiplier that grants additional blood points during your following matches, which the bonus stacking over consecutive trials. So what is the disconnection penalty point? And lose an entire grade? Are they talking like ranks? So like for example, if you're like level 9 and then you go next, do you just go back to rank 10? Is that what's happening? So it's like you lose like the blood point bonus at the end of the month. That really, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about this wrong or something like that. But I don't know. I mean, it seems interesting. Like, but maybe there's more to it. I don't know. Or maybe I don't even know what a disconnection penalty point is. Like, obviously, like, if it's like, oh, you DC'd from the game, so you're going to receive a penalty, like one of those deals, that's one thing. But in terms of, like, losing an entire grade, so if you're, like, rank 1, you go to rank 2, that could be a little bit difficult. But I don't know. That's one of those where I'm like, I mean, cool, but maybe a little bit more work on this one as well. So, extreme hiding and body blocking prevention. Extreme hiding refers to a survivor drawing out an unwinnable match by ignoring their objective and waiting out the clock. Oh, man. I actually had this happen where there were 2 survivors that were still alive, but they did everything in their power to be as stealthy as they possibly can, and they were not doing the objective. They weren't doing gens, and the match lasted around 45 minutes. People have actually gone the full hour, and even before they had the hour shutdown time of the game itself. Chess matches with Skull Merchant, which lasted for hours, or, you know, as a night. This became a huge issue. They worked on it, but now this is also another issue that they're looking at, and to combat this, we've changed the way AFK crows operate, so they can more accurately identify when a player is deliberately avoiding engagement with their gameplay objective. Once a player receives crows, their location will be immediately revealed to the killer. So, killer instinct or the noise notification, whatnot. I think that's pretty much what they're saying. We'll also be incorporating a feature that allows players to lose collision after receiving a third AFK crow, which should prevent instances of body blocking related griefing. Oh my god, no way! Wait, that's actually kind of cool. So, like, anybody that's like, oh, you're stuck here? That's a darn shame. Okay, so, like, if you receive your third crow because you physically cannot move and you're trapped there and you don't want to receive, like, the disconnect penalty, you can just sit there for, like, I don't even know what the AFK crows, how long they last. I think it's, like, or, like, I think it's, like, 3 minutes? Like, 1 minute per crow, or I don't know what it is at this point. Maybe that'll change in the future. But you get the third crow and you're just like, okay, see you later, killer. And at least you have the ability to move. And then you die, and then they either slug you, which is what other thingamabobs they have for quality of life is going on. Like, you know, the surrender state, whatever. This is actually, I like this. This is a good change. This is like extreme hiding, body blocking. That's fantastic, because there are instances where the killer's just like, you know what? You're going to stay here. Or a survivor on another survivor. And then you can just lose collision. You can just, boop. Okay, see you later. Peace out, bro. Nice try. Because if it's on Survivor, it's really not much of a change. But the crows also do give away your location, which means that the killer can be like, okay, well, I'll take advantage of the situation. I'll try to down you both. So, oh, excuse me. Map offerings. Oh, joy. We recognize that map offerings are a bit divisive. Some players enjoy them, while others feel they can grant an unfair advantage. That is true. The fact that they automatically bypass both the map and realm repetition system can also add to the frustration. Moving forward, map offerings will no longer guarantee the appearance of a given map, but rather increase its chances by 20%. Note that they will not stack. That's fantastic. We're also looking to make it so map offerings, as well as several other types of offerings, will remain a secret during load-in. That way, your decision to remain in the match will not be swayed by external factors. Okay, that's actually pretty fucking, whoa, okay, hold on. That actually kind of slaps. That's a good change. 20% instead of a full guarantee is good. You can't stack it either, so it's not even a guarantee. And we're also looking into making map offerings a secret. I'd be cool with that. That's totally fine. I like that. That's actually a really good freaking change. No, go with that. That's, I don't know what else I can add on to it. That's actually really good. To make it hidden too, it's your choice if you want to stay or not. All right, just play it out. Spawn rules. Survivor spawn placements can have a significant impact on a trial's outcome, an observation that has been repeatedly recognized by our community. It's been clear that survivors spawning separately and thereby covering more ground allows them to gain a notable advantage in completing their objective. That is very true. We're changing the default survivor spawn rules to ensure that each survivor will spawn within 12 meters of one another on the same floor if applicable, and to accommodate for this change, Shroud offerings will be adjusted accordingly. Alright. So now Shroud offerings could actually make a lot more sense to have if you want to combat this, but they also could be game breaking if they want to be like, okay, we can, you know, like, yeah, you can like move survivors like across, or like the killer side one is completely like, it goes against the killer. It actually helps the survivors if you play the Shroud. Or it's like all survivors spawn together. That's the other Shroud. That one is really good for killer. So, all right. I want to see how that goes, because I'll tell you this: the Shrouds, you rarely see them. Like you don't need them. They don't add anything. They're just offerings that honestly has been taking up space, and you really just don't get much value with it. So this actually could be nice to have a little bit of value to it. So, improve AFK bot detection. Players that use AFK bots can be frustrating to have in your trial. We are working on improvements to our detection system so that we can quickly identify and penalize them accordingly. Cool. All right. Sounds good. I don't know what else I can add on to that either, so. Bulk blood point spending. This is short and sweet. To speed up general blood web activity, we're adding a button that will allow you to spend blood points in bulk. Great! That's awesome! Like, yes! Keep that! That's good! That's all I wanted! And like, I don't even need anything else. Well, hold on. Some of these are actually really good. I take that back. But, like, honestly, I've been asking for a bulk blood point spending for a while. Like, as in a long while. And then, like, they added, like, the click and all one and done. That saved a ton of time. It was a great change. Couldn't be improved? Absolutely. But this is the improvement. And that is fantastic. So, quest system. Previously announced last year, the quest system is part of a large update to the archives and rifts. So, expect more information in an article, specifically dedicated to that. For now, knowing that we will be working the challenge system as well as daily rituals to reduce the grind, making it easier to earn rewards and increase the overall level of fun. All right, so you're pretty much like condensing it down a little bit, so it makes it to where like you don't have to like do like an uber mecha amount of grind out in order for you to get all the items or benefits and whatnot that the archives have to offer. Which, all right, that's kind of nice. I don't mind that. That's kind of nice. So we'll just keep that as is, and we'll see. We'll see what that entails on that as well. So, perk loadouts and preview. This is gonna be nice. After a successful round of A and B testing, we'll be allowing players to see their own perk loadouts while in a lobby, as well as adding additional perk loadout slots. Bang. This is something that everybody has been asking for, like, if a freaking mobile game did it, why hasn't the main game done it? The main game is now doing it. So when you roll up in the crib and you see someone rocking a freaking double no mither, or like a Swift rocking nothing but no mither, you either A, leave, or B, join them. I think that's great. Like, or you could be like, hey, why are you running no mither? Oh, I'm actually trying to get the achievement to so-and-so. It actually increases the opportunity to use the quick game chat for better and for worse, but the thing is that that chat could use a little bit more activity. That's actually really nice. So, we believe the changes will be an overall benefit to Dead by Daylight's health, further establishing a positive gaming environment for all our players. We'd also like to thank you for your patience and understanding during this time. We'll be back at our anniversary broadcast in May to recap Part 1 and provide deeper insight into Part 2 of our roadmap, so keep an eye out for the announcement. In the meantime, we're looking forward to hearing your thoughts and feedback. Thanks for spending time in the fog, the Dead by Daylight team. So let's look back real quick. I like this. This is good. Like, a lot of these changes, a lot of people have been talking about it. A lot of people are saying, I want this game to be good. I want this game to have, like, a lot of fixes, a lot of things that have gone wrong in the game. People have discovered a lot of things that have gone wrong with the game. And this quality of life update, if this forgoes a new DLC, which... this is another separate video, but I feel like, DBD is going to start slowing down on DLC uploads or like updates and all that, the quarterly updates. I feel like that's going to start slowing down. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not saying that's a fact, though. It's a whole separate video that I could talk about. If you guys want to hear that or want me to talk about it, let me know. But if you're just foregoing an entire update of like a new DLC, new killer and all that for quality of life updates that people have been complaining about for months up to years, that's a pretty good trade-off. Saves you money too. But I like a lot of these changes. I'm looking forward to all these. I actually want to hear you guys' thoughts though. Do you like these changes? Do you want to tweak some of these changes? Is there anything that you would rather have than not, or maybe a couple of additions that you want to see? I want to see what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. If you like this video, we want some more content like this, let me know. Leave a like button, subscribe. It also helps the channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So I appreciate you guys watching. And with that being said, hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And see you guys here in the future. Take care.